Hey, mama, rock me again with his old guitar.
So yeah, just checking the rig in. Notice this is starting to rust up pretty bad here. There's another one underneath here that comes loose quite often.
It's our final day in Morro. We've just dinghied over to land so we can go to the cafe and sort some bits out before we leave today. But when we switched the outboard on just now, there was a burning smoke smell coming from it, so not ideal. Today we're coming to Top Dog in Morro.
Quite a stink. Been eating fish, isn't it?
After nearly a week in Morro Bay, it was time to get some more miles in. Our next stop will be at the anchorage in Avila Beach in San Luis Obispo, where our buddy boat SV Mackay will also be joining us. On our way out of Morro. So we are off on our way out of Morro now. And where are we heading to, Bill?
Avila, innit? Avila. San Luis Obispo. Yeah, that's
San Luis Obispo.
Avila Beach.
Yeah.
Where we're gonna anchor.
Nice.
There's
So
the long-term lady up there just said to us it's a bitey beach apparently because of the sharks, so we're not going to do any swimming there.
yeah, I think I'll leave that one out.
Yeah.
Bye Dinghy Duck. Bye Morro Rock.
Goodbye Anchorage.
Bye Sea Lions. Goodbye non-rolly anchorage.
Best anchorage on the west coast.
Bye old power station. Bye otters. All joking aside, Morro really was a great place to anchor for a few days. The community was great, everything was walking distance, there's lots going on, and the otter and sea lion community just topped it off. We're heading out of this bar, and it already looks like there's big crashing waves out there, so we shall see. The waves were crashing, but that did mean that the wind was good enough to get our sail straight up. And then we had to furl them straight back in again as something was wrong, so Billy went to investigate.
heading down.
Yeah.
We're going to head up into the wind a little bit. We pretty much are anyway.
Put tension on the other side. Reason for pulling the sheets in this situation is just so that it doesn't get caught in the dinghy.
Just got to drop the main a little bit, the foresail a little bit.
Here's the closest really, because it's got the buoy.
Yeah, so just noticed when we unfurled the genoa that the clue that connects to the furl, the clamp that was on there must have come off, must have undone and flown off. So yeah, we had to furl it back up, find another clamp for it. Then we unfurled it, loosened the leech line, put the new clamp back on, and then obviously tightened the leech line back up. And we're all back in business again. But yeah, this time we've used clamp with a pin that's just got like a locking mechanism, so it can't undo the top. Yeah, we went around, checked everything yesterday on the boat, and it looked fine yesterday, so yeah, I'm not too sure what happened there, but yeah.
There were plenty of fish about, but many were too strong, and there was also a lot of kelp to avoid. The string of feathers that you saw Billy rigging up earlier were instantly lost, unfortunately, but after a few fights with the rod, we did get some fish before pulling into San Luis Obispo. Friends Mackay are over there. They're just going to anchor up before us. Oh yeah. Fish we caught. Fishy dinner.
You're right, wasn't it?
Yeah. We're off to try and find which how we dinghy dock. Imagine if we had a drone, this is the angle we'd get.
We've done this a few times, but the only time we got to the was about the first time, isn't it? That surfer's not working well.
Joining the crew on Mackay, we ventured for a hike, mainly guessing most of the way. Is this the right way? You're right there.
Got barbed wire fence to contend with.
Oh, what? The beach is clothing optional. Tucked just south of Avila Beach, Cave Landing feels like one of those places you almost weren't meant to find. A rough dirt road leads you to the edge of the cliffs, where a handful of informal trails wind their way down towards the ocean. From here, it's a raw coastline, steep bluffs, crashing waves, and hidden coves carved into the rock. The main path drops down to Pirates Cove, a sheltered beach packed by dramatic cliffs and a large sea cave that gives the area its name. There's a bit of history here too. This spot was once used for smuggling during the Prohibition, with boats anchoring offshore and goods hauled through the cave under the cover of darkness. These days it's better known for its wild, untouched feel, and it's also a clothing optional beach, something that's become part of the area's laid-back, anything-goes vibe. Going down.
The dinghy. It's windy though. Busy boats go down and get the dinghy, so I'm recording duties. Don't trip on that rope. He's wrapped around the pot. Don't think much of their paddle. Down there.
I don't know if you can see or hear how much it's windy. Spinning and spinning. Smell burning. Pass on the good deed from our old dinghy.
It's your first ever race.
That's another racer. There. Thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying our videos, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And a special thank you to our YouTube members and Patreons, helping us to keep sailing along.